I do get very confused after a few weeks of filming.
When men saw a woman naked for the first time, they must have been like, this is really weird. It's not the shape at all.
Let's move on.
Hi guys, lovely to meet you virtually. Congratulations on this. Tell me, how much did you know about the myth of the Essex Serpent beforehand? Because I didn't know anything about it.
I didn't know anything about it at all, really. But is it a sort of well-known thing in England? Is it quite?
I didn't know that much about it, but I did look it up, and there was newspaper articles of there being a serpent in Essex and a monster in that area, I think. So I mean, Essex was also quite big on witch hunting and stuff, so I think they were quite superstitious back then.
Well, of course, you know, we've got the Loch Ness Monster, so this is nothing new to me. And I totally believe in our Nessie. I know she's about somewhere. Do you guys believe in this sort of stuff? Like, have you got superstitions that you absolutely believe in?
I've got lots of superstitions, but not too much about sort of creatures. But I have lots of sort of,
I think we've been asked this question a few times, and by the end, I'm sort of, my mind keeps changing now every time. I don't know. I'm scared of ghosts and stuff. I don't know about. I think that the world is spookier maybe than we let it on to be. So I don't know about monsters, but ghosts and that sort of stuff. I certainly. Yeah. I shouldn't talk too much about it though, because I'm worried I'll go back to wherever I am and be worried I've seen a ghost. So, you know, let's move on.
Well, talking about ghosts and spooky things, I know that you guys both starred in the Harry Potter franchise, but I don't know if you actually got to work together on that. Was it a bit of a reunion? No, so you never got to work together?
No. There's so many people in Harry Potter, sometimes you don't even see the director.
No, yeah.
The whole day.
No, I don't think we did. What one were you in? Were you in a few?
I was in the third and in the last two.
So I was only in the sixth one.
Okay, well there you go. We didn't work together.
Oh, and Frank, I am incredibly squeamish. I can't even get a blood test without hyperventilating. I hate all things medical. You play a doctor. How comfortable were you with those kind of operating scenes? Because I had to look away.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna be a doctor in that era, you certainly had to work on your squeamishness. So yeah, those scenes were quite gory, and the prosthetics really looked very real. So putting your hand in and getting behind a lung and reaching for the heart and blood squirting out, it was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Yeah, it sounds it. Clémence, you obviously get to star alongside Tom Hiddleston. He plays your husband in this. Is he just the most charming man ever, or is that just a fantasy that we all have about him?
He is very charming. He's great. He's just, you know, he's just incredibly generous and careful and and present and lovely. Yeah, it's great.
And I feel like for some reason back in those times, women just wore so many layers. I think the men did as well, but the women more so. I mean, were those costumes heavy to walk around in?
They were super heavy. I always think that when men saw a woman naked for the first time, they must have been like, this is really weird. It's not the shape at all. That because you had to like have this sort of fake bum and fake thing. Like it's so like so strange what you'd like add to your body to make it look different. Yeah, but I got quite lucky because I have quite sort of simple dresses, like, and most of the time I actually wear stuff that is so loose and kind of not. So yeah, and I thought costumes on this show were absolutely amazing. I think she did such a wonderful job. And it's what I wanted to do growing up, costumes. So it's kind of, I always just think, I just love watching the creative process behind it and how you kind of, you know, draw a character with what they look like.
And does it kind of help you get into character because you've got these amazing sets and everything just looks so transformed and you feel like you're actually in that era?
Yeah, I do get very confused after a few weeks of filming because everyone around you is helping you uphold this fantasy that you are a doctor in that period, and you know there's all these buildings around you and you've got all the clothes on and stuff, and you end up spending more time. There's a point in filming where, sometimes when the time you are spending being your character outweighs the time you're spending being yourself. So then that's when it gets a bit confusing for me anyway.